Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Florian from Lesson in Violence from Germany, and you are thrashing it up on the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio with Dave Safti.
Are we ready, Metal Maniacs? Here we go. Please help me welcome back to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Schweinfurt, Bavaria, Germany. Here to talk about the band's sophomore offering, No Need for Death, due out March 30th, 2024, through German label Iron Shield Records. Joining us from German Bay Area thrash metal band Lesson in Violence. Once again, we have Florian Helbig on guitars and backing vocals. Welcome back.
Yes, nice to meet you again. It's about 2 years since we last talked.
It has been a couple years, and it's great to have you here again to talk about your new album. And from corresponding with you recently, it appears that you have been very busy. I don't know if it's your regular job or if the band is keeping you busy. And we'll talk about that if you like. But by the way, I did hear from you, I believe it was over maybe the late summer. You were asking if I knew where would be the best place to do some shows in New York. I had connected you with brother Matthew from the New York metal scene. Were you able to talk with him, and did you get to do any planning of shows in New York?
I wrote him a message, and I don't know right now if I got an answer. Let me just check on that.
Okay. I know that was pretty. I think that was either early fall or late summer, and I wasn't doing the radio at the time, so there was nothing much I could do. I haven't been to a show since COVID, so I don't even know where would be the best place to recommend to you. But he is New York metal scene, so I think if anyone would know, it would be Matt.
Yeah, he gave me some advices, and I have them on my list. Just didn't remember right now because I go to New York on March 28th with my wife, and we're gonna stay in New York for about 1 week, and I'm gonna visit St. Vitus Bar, Lucky 13 Saloon, and
In
Duff's
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I've heard of
So
the
have
place.
a look there.
Very cool, very cool. And as you already know, I'm a big fan of Lesson in Violence. I love the Bay Area thrash sound, and No Need for Death picks up where the Thrashfall of Mankind ends. And as I'm checking out the album cover and looking at the name, something pops into my mind. I don't know if you thought of this, but this title, No Need for Death, it would be a great title for a James Bond movie.
Yeah, sounds like, yeah, kinda,
Yeah, it does.
When I just think about the original James Bond titles, because in Germany they sometimes they translate the movie titles, and you just get the original movie title if you look it up in the internet. So but that's right. Yeah, Die Another Day.
Yeah, exactly. No Time for Death and all that stuff. Yeah, and who knows the future of James Bond? The new actor who plays him. Who knows? I don't know anything about that yet. But it appears that you have new blood within the band. Can you tell us about the changes in the band's lineup, please?
Yeah, of course. Um, we had some different opinions with our former guitar player. We are still friends, so we talked and we decided it would be better for him and better for us if he concentrates on his own stuff, and we separate ways. And it was a very quiet harmonic talk we had, and we still hang out sometimes. So there's no problem with the persons, just with the musical interests. Let me say it this way.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear. Being that you have that Bay Area thrash sound, I mean, I don't think anybody in your band would want to change that. If the chemistry is right, why change it? I mean, I guess you could change it if you don't want to sound the same from album to album, but these things happen.
Yeah, and it's common that in a band the lineup changes from time to time. So it was not that bad. And my cousin is now the guitar player, and we already made music together more than, let me say, almost 20 years ago, but only in small projects. We both were engaged in bands all the time, but different bands. And now it was the time to join forces, to have more of the same blood in one band. Yeah, and it worked out really fine because he's a great guitar player and a great guy, and we match. And
good news.
He brought the drummer.
Oh, really?
Because our old drummer had some health issues where he said, he didn't think that he could play this speed and this type of drumming for longer than 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and he said we should look for another drummer. And so we looked for another drummer, and we found one, and I've been knowing him also for about 20 years.
That's
So
cool.
it's um, it sounds a bit like destiny that we all came together.
I would imagine you would be, because when listening to No Need for Death, I don't notice any change in the sound. The sound is spot on Bay Area thrash. So good results in getting your lineup to stay as it is. I mean, as far as the sound.
Yeah, and No Need for Death is especially an album we made with our current lineup. So this was not made before the lineup changed. It was made in the last, let me say, in the last year. We
Okay.
changed the lineup in last year in February, I think, and in summer the new drummer came and he was totally involved in the songwriting from beginning on, and his influence can be heard on every song on No Need for Death.
Very
And
cool.
we are very fast, so the songwriting worked out really fine because we are very fast in bringing in new ideas and forming them into a new song. And I think this is what makes our lineup so great. We we all have the same idea of what a good song, a good thrash metal song should sound.
That's very nice. And as we're talking about the songs and the songwriting, can you tell us what the process was like this time, as far as who is mostly responsible for the lyrical content and for the musical content, the melodies?
Okay, I think the main part is done by our bass player and myself. We do did write most of the music, and of course our singer did most of the lyrics. But there's one idea, there's one riff, or perhaps an unfinished song, and we show it to each other, and everyone has an idea and says, "Ah, play it this way, play it that way." Um, um, more toms, less toms, and then it doesn't take too long. Perhaps 1, 2, or 3 weeks, and we are all satisfied with the result. And
Excellent,
we
excellent.
did we did about let me think of it, about 6 or 7 songs in 2 months. We wrote them completely new, recorded them in very short amount of time, and we are already working on album number 3.
That's great news. All right, we have a third interview coming somewhere down the road. Looking forward to that. But getting back to No Need for Death, was this recorded in the same place as your debut offering, or could you tell us what studio this was recorded in and who was responsible for the mixing, the mastering, who was responsible for the production?
Okay, we recorded it in our home studios because the bass player, the other guitar player, and myself, we all have a quite good recording room at home in our houses, and
Right.
we did just the line-in recording at home, and the guitars have been reamped and mixed, and then everything mastered in a professional studio. But I can't remember the name of the studio, so um, it was a friend of our drummer. He brought this contact to us, um, and we all only got to know the name of the guy who mixed and mastered No Need for Death, but I don't remember the name of its company.
What was his name, though?
His name was Daniel Hess,
Okay.
and he has been around in several bands here in this area, and he is professional producer.
Nice. He did a good job for you. Very
Yes,
nice.
did a very good job.
Yeah. And one thing I noticed, the album cover, it looks like it's done by the same person that did your last cover.
Yes.
I don't recall the person's name, but is it Waskenedis Art? Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. His name is Wasi Kendedes Art, and he's
Oh,
an artist from Indonesia, and we get to know him by chance, just because we were looking for some artist, and we saw artwork from another band, and I asked him where this artwork was from, and they gave me his contact, so I contacted him, and he did a great job. He is very fast. He knows what we want. He is doing changes very quick, and so we had no need to look for a new artist for our artwork.
I see. Yeah, it reminds me sort of like AI, like artificial intelligence type of production. Is that what he's using?
No, he's painting everything by hand.
That's painted. Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
it definitely has that AI feel to me when I saw it the first time too, the first album. And so that was my question. All right, thank you for explaining that to me. Appreciate that.
No, we got a sketch. We had some ideas, and I told him our ideas, and he made some black and white sketch drawings, and we had to look at it and say what we wanted to be changed, and then he changed it, and we got another sketch. And when we were satisfied with the sketch, then we said, okay, now please do it. And um, every 2 or 3 days, he sent us his progress and with different layers of paint, and it was really done by hand and heart. Let me say it like this. Great job.
Yeah, very nice. It fits you very well. And let's talk about merch for a moment. I want to give some links where the fans could find your music and whatever else you have as far as merch. So I would give your official homepage, lessonandviolence.com, also your Bandcamp, lessonandviolence.bandcamp.com, and you're also on Facebook and Instagram, the same Lesson and Violence Band official, and interested to know what you currently have available to your fans and what you are planning for the future to support the new album, No Need for Death, as far as merch, and if vinyl is in the picture.
Yes, of course. We have like the last 2 or 3 years the same two shirts available. One for the Threshold of Mankind, and one more general Lesson in Violence shirt. But there will be new shirts in this year. We are not sure what they will look like, but there will be more different shirts in 2024.
Good news.
And we still have, of course, the patches for your battle vests to be soon on. And one thing that is brand new are the new Lesson in Violence hip flasks for professional boozing all the time.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a stainless steel hip flask with a LIV logo with a laser burned into the surface. Looks really great. Yeah?
Very nice. I have not seen that, but it sounds like it's awesome.
And of course, there will be also vinyl in black and in golden.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and that's just everything that is planned. So not too much, because you could do plenty of stuff, but you just have to think that you have to sell it, you know? And just making cool stuff won't sell it from itself. So just have to think about what is cool, what will be bought by the people, and whatnot.
What will catch their eyes and what the desire and the need for is. That's where you get that.
Look, shirts, always good idea to make shirts, because everybody buys shirts. But other stuff like the hip flask, I don't know if it will sell out, but we love them so much, so we ordered them.
It's a great idea to have that. And do you have a CD release party scheduled?
Yes, the CD release party will be in autumn, in fall 2024. Let me just have a look for the exact date. It will be on October 12th.
October 12th. The lesson in Meadow 4 in
Yes.
Schweinfurt. I see that. Okay. And I saw you have a bunch of other shows. I see your next show is actually, is it March 8th?
Yes.
The Thrash over Walls Road, what? Walls Road, part 6?
Yeah, you spell it just Walsrode. It's a small German town. I think it's near Hamburg.
I see. Okay. And I see you have some other shows in the spring and the summer. April 19th, the Metal Franconia Festival,
Yes, that's right.
and June 28th, Rock and Metal Days. Why is the CD release party going to be at that time, not in March or in April?
It is because the Lessons in Metal 4 is our own concert where we are responsible for everything, and everything is how we want it to be. And
I
that's
see.
why we do it there. And that's why we want to release officially the CD there, and because our home fan base will be there. There are many people we all know will come to this show, and that's why we want to be there with a new album. And the other gigs you just mentioned in Walsrode, in Münster, or Rock and Metal Days in Oschersleben, this is all over Germany, and we are not that known there than we are here. So we hope to find new fans and friends, but we want to be at home for presenting our new work.
I see. So if I understand you correctly, from what you just said, October 12th is when you're going to actually officially release the CD?
Now the CD will be released on March 30th, like you
Okay.
said before,
Okay.
but we make the party for it in October.
Okay. Okay. I want to make sure I heard you correctly. That's all. Okay. So thank you for explaining that. And I do see one more show at the end of October 26th, Madness over Valhalla.
Yes, that's in Cologne.
And are there any other shows you are working on, or will that be, you think that'll be it for, I guess anything's possible for future shows?
Yeah, there are some shows also planned in this year in the Netherlands and in Berlin, and but the dates are not fixed yet, so
Okay.
we wait until we publish the dates.
Very cool. Okay, that's great to know. Now, I know I asked you this question the last time, so I think that videos to a band that, any band, whether you are a legendary band or a relatively new band, I think videos are always good for promotion, whether they be lyrical videos or music videos or even live performance videos. So I was looking on Lesson in Violence YouTube and Iron Shield YouTube, and I was looking for some sort of video to promote the new offering. I didn't see anything. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, but is there a plan for music or lyric videos for the new album?
Yes, it is already done, and there will be a teaser that will be published next week on February 16, I think, and on March 1st, the new video will be on our YouTube channel, which was made with a company called Hanson Film, and we had a lot of fun filming this video. It was very cold. You can see our breath in the whole video, and we stood there with just wearing t-shirts, and we had to play the song about, I don't know, 30 or 40 times uh, till it was done. So we had a good day on this day. It was shot last year in November and will be published, as I said, on March 1st.
Thank you for that information. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And have you any updates on your guitars? Do you still use the same guitars? Have you ever got any new toys or anything? Is there anything you want like to talk about as far as your gear?
Yeah, we always buy new guitars. It's an addiction.
That
So
that's good.
um,
That's good.
uh, I used to play just guitars by Jackson Guitars, but there came one ESP to my collection last year, and I love it very much. Um, and it's the same guitar that our other guitar player uses most of the time. So we do not only share names, family names, we also share the guitar. But I don't think that you can have the one guitar. You're always searching for new gear, and that's I don't think it's that important. You know, if you have a good guitar, play it. If you want another one, buy another one. I think it's just equipment you use. It's not a religion. It is fun, but it is not that important for me to have a stylish guitar. I love them all, and I just have my eyes open all the time for new stuff. But I'm not that into it that I say I can only play guitars by Jackson or ESP or Schecter or Solar. I don't care about the brand.
Got you. Appreciate that. And would you like to talk about what you do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies, or does your work keep you very busy, or anything that you'd like to say about that?
Oh, we all have full-time jobs, of course, and most of us have kids, partly small kids. Our bass player already has grown-up kids, but we all work full-time, which means about 40 to 50 hours a week in Germany. And in the spare time we have, we are with our families, doing barbecues, go to soccer games with the kids and stuff like that. Go to the pub with friends, hang out, have some beers, and then of course play some music. We do rehearsal about once a week, and every week I'm looking forward to Monday. Usually we practice on Mondays.
You have Monday on your mind. And what is your favorite beer?
Ha! Okay, this is the one question. There are so many breweries around here. You know, we come from Bavaria, so we have the highest concentration of breweries in the world in our area here.
Nice.
And we have our rehearsal room in a town called Bamberg, and Bamberg has about 70,000 inhabitants and I think 11 breweries.
Wow.
So there is a beer for every day. Yes, you can have a lager on Monday, a Pils on Tuesday, a Hefeweizen on Wednesday, from 6, 7, 10, 20 different breweries. So there's so much to select from.
It's interesting. Do you have a specific favorite of all the beers that you have available to you? Is there one that you seem to really enjoy?
Yes, of course, of course. There are so many I really enjoy, and at home I have usually every one of us has favorite brewery that you buy all the time for at home. I like beer from Bamberg called Herrenpils. It's a small brewery in Bamberg. You only get the beer to buy here in our area. You cannot buy it in whole Germany, and that's right because nobody knows it out of our region. Yeah,
I see.
Small
I see.
family-run businesses who only have the pub and the beer garden and the brewery, and that's it.
I see. I would imagine they deliver outside of that area
because they do not brew enough beer to sell
no,
it.
No? I see.
It's only small companies.
I see.
But
interesting.
It's everything is handcrafted, you know. No industrial brewing here in this area. There are industrial breweries in Germany. Everybody knows, let me say, Beck's or Königspilsner or Radeberger or the beers from Munich. But the small breweries in Franconia is the area where we live in. It's the northern part of Bavaria. They are not very well known out of our region, the breweries.
It must have a better taste being that it's done in small batches like that.
Yeah, it does not taste like beer. It tastes like love.
Nice, nice, very nice. Thanks for spending time talking about that. And is there anything that you'd like to say to your fans that are tuning in at this moment?
Yes, we really love the way you appreciated our work the last 2 years, and we really hope you enjoy our new work, No Need for Death. We try to make the album a bit more brutal, faster, and even more freshy than the first one. Although I think it sounds a bit more modern than The Fresh Fall of Mankind. And we hope you enjoy it, we hope you buy it, and we hope you come to our show, and we hope you book us for the next years. The first dates for 2025 are confirmed, but we want to play more than just 2 or 3 dates a year. It's okay. We have about, I guess, in summer and autumn, about 10 shows,
Okay.
and bigger shows where we play with big bands like Nervosa or Angel Witch, and it's a good thing, and we want to keep this for the next years.
Do you have any big festivals that you'll be participating in?
The Metal Franconia Festival in April is has quite a size, and the Rock and Metal Days in Oschersleben is a big festival with about 3 or 4 days, I don't know exactly, and many bands, and the rest of the gigs are gigs in clubs, so indoor gigs.
I got you. Good luck with that. Have you ever played, or have any desire to play the Wacken Open Air Festival?
Yes, of course. Who doesn't? Yeah.
Right. I want to thank you again, Florian, for the interview and the opportunity to learn more about No Need for Death. Before we go, though, I want to make sure that we caught everybody up to speed. So if there's anything that you'd like to mention that I did not bring up, please feel free to mention anything that you'd like.
We wanted to make No Need for Death faster than the Thresh Fall of Mankind, and I think it worked out really well. And we're still working on our speed, so album number 3 should be even more faster than No Need for Death. Always gain speed, because speed is what makes the fun. You know, we all love Raining Blood by Slayer.
Yeah.
And it's about, I think, 230 BPM in average, I think. And we are now with our album at 200 BPM in average. But there's still some more beats to go.
And this No Need for Death has not even been released yet, so I would imagine it's going to be you're going to have touring in 2025, you said. So it won't be maybe another couple of years before the third offering, but let's make a reservation to have another interview when that time comes.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to wish you and everyone in Lesson and Violence the best and a great new year and great shows, and congratulations again on your upcoming release, and hopefully you get to do all the shows that you want and sell all the merch you want, and I wish you always the best of success. So let's go crank up some music off of No Need for Death, and let's crank it up loud. I think we have a good interview there, but if there's anything that you want to add before we conclude this, you let me know.
Yes, I'm just thinking about it, but I think it was everything in it. We talked about the songwriting, the gear, the lineup, the merch, the live dates, everything you should know about Less Than Violence.
Very good.
Join us, follow our YouTube channel and Instagram, Facebook, buy our stuff. We send it to the USA as we send it to South America, as we send it to Russia, to Asia. We have sent even packages to Australia in the last weeks. There's a lot going on. We're already sold out. Also, the Threshold of Mankind is already sold out. I think there are only 10 or 15 CDs left.
Incredible. Very good. Congratulations.